Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Warwick and you're watching Gas Tachs. Today we are going to be working on making a subwoofer box for the back of the R32. So, let me show you what I'm working with. So I've got this little tiny sub here, and unfortunately it doesn't fit here. This is where the stock subwoofer and the CD changer fit. So I want to make a little sub box here, take everything apart from in here so it can fit neatly behind that. I have done some measurements, the top view and the side view, got the dimensions. I want to lay them out here, cut it out, and see if they fit. So let's jump right into it. Alrighty, I got the top piece. Let's check it out. Looking pretty good. I think we'll have to go a bit down here. There we go. Cool. On to the next. Let's see what I did here. So, I cut the top, that worked. I cut the side, but on this 9.5 and 4 and a half, I reduced it 1/4 of the inch for the thickness for the cap. So let's see if it fits. Let me show you what we're working with now. So, damn, it's dark. All right, this I think is right now, except you see these gaps here. I'm gonna notch out these bumps, and that will actually let this settle more because I think it's a bit too high. And yeah, and then we'll see how it goes. So let's do that. We'll go from there. Alrighty guys, well that was a long day of a lot of cutting, measuring once and cutting 50 times. But this is where we stand right now. So that is obviously the old subwoofer area. That's the box I've made. It does a pretty snug fit and it is a million different shapes. There's still an opening here and an opening here, but the next step for me, where did this come from? Next step for me is cutting the hole out here for the sub to fit in there, and then figuring out where this amp panel can go for all the wires. So yeah, I think good progress. Obviously this is taking forever. It's just a stupid little subwoofer. I didn't need to do this, but why not? So, stay tuned and we'll continue. Alrighty, so let me show you the final dimensions of this box. Forgive the nose, there's a bobcat working outside of my garage. Alright, so we are 10.25 inches tall. 13 1, 2, 3, 13 3/8. This is 5 inches. Tip to tip here is 10 1/4. So that's the front. Let's look at the top. And this is including the thickness of this board. This is 5 inches and 7/8. The long side, we already know, is 13 1/4. The short side here is 9 1/4. And this diagonal here is 6 inches. Now let's look over here. We are at 1 and jeez. So that's 1 1/4 wide. And that height would be 10 1/4. Now we're looking here. This is 6 inches, like we mentioned before. Now this back section here, this is not an easy box to measure, just this section. So the height here is 2 5/8. This length here is 11 inches. And this top section here is 9 1/4 inches. Now the bottom section, just this. This side is 3 3/4 going to 4 inches. Now this section here is 10 3/4. It's 2 1/8 up here, and it's 2 1/4 up here. And those are all the dimensions I can give you right now. This I'm leaving open, and this I'm leaving open for now. I might seal this one off with fiberglass and leave this open for the subwoofer noise to come out. So hopefully that helps you. Sorry, it's not really a how-to, but that's how complex the box is. Hope it helps.